All right, everybody. Series number 2 of the day. Also the last series of the day, depending on how you want to look at it. Will be the other losers match between Soul Crazy and ROR. The winner of this moves on to face Pet Gun Pet, and the loser is out of the tournament. Looking at this normal Nomad map, got a big ass. This isn't more than a lake. This is more like a sea, an inland sea. And it is all connected too. Got some shallows here and some shallows here. So this whole like inland sea is it's pretty huge. There's also a small lake over here with one deep fish in it. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of choke points that these guys are going to be fighting over if this game goes long. And oh man, we have Riot in the party. Oh, I was so sad that Riot didn't play with Soul Crazy in the first series. It just made the rest of Soul Crazy just not look as competitive. We've got Riot, boys and girls. That's no fish, that's a space station. No, wait, that's just a fish. Anyway, now that everyone should have their TCs down, for Team Soul Crazy, they lost to Oh My Goss, but they didn't have Riot then, so let's see if they can make it happen here. We'll have Thor SC as the Grey Portuguese here to the east. Trying to find people is hard. Alive is going to be the Green Japanese here to the center-ish. Kill is going to be the Red Spanish here to the east of the map as well. And finally, Riot is going to be the Orange Franks just to the south of Alive, or sorry, south of Kill. I don't know, Ellie Archer. I do not know. Anyway, you can see here that Soul Crazy has the triangle of Kill, Riot, and Thor very, very close to each other. I would say almost too close to each other in terms of being able to establish map control. But then you have, you know, Alive, who is way over in Narnia, far away from everyone else. Empire or New Hope? What do you mean? Anyway, for Team ROR, we'll have Nanimarin as the Purple Mongols to the south. Kamigawa as the Yellow Byzantines to the west. Luka as the Blue Slavs to the north. And finally, Ganji as the Cyan Vikings here to the east of the map, right next to Thor. So I'll put team colors on for a little bit. Guess we'll go on Riot's POV because we're all excited to see Riot play. That's not how that works, apparently. I guess we're stuck with Thor. Doesn't really matter, they're on the same team. Which do I prefer? The Empire Strikes Back. But I used to be a really big Star Wars fan, and then I just kind of got bored with it. Anyway, looking at how the players have spawned, we already saw that 3 players of Soul Crazy were right next to each other, with one kind of on the side. Luca Monk Rush, there's always hope for that. But for ROR, you kind of have everyone very spread out in literally 4 different corners. You have Nanimarin to the south, Luca to the north, Kamigawa to the west, and Ganji to the east. This could be a little bit of a problem as Thor comes in with the lame over here. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Spanish, who got Spanish again? Kill? Oh, wait, I hear dead sound. I hear dead sounds. Oh, rip Ganji's villager right there. Trying to get the Rhino, man! If we look over here, we will see the rare Spanish in its natural habitat. Hunting this rhinoceros, waiting for these water buffalo to be slaughtered as well. Truly a marvel of nature. Yeah, that's all I got. Anyway, that's already a little bit of a rough start there for Ganji. It's only 17 villagers for him. Anyway, looking at the civs... for Soul Crazy, Japanese, Spanish, Franks, Portuguese. I mean, Franks are a little suspect, but when you're surrounded by great water civs like Japanese, Spanish, and Portuguese, Franks are fine, because then you can just have a dedicated land person. That was adequate. Yeah, so I think this is overall fine for Soul Crazy. Meanwhile, for ROR, Slavs, Byzantines, Mongols, Vikings. That's actually pretty good as well. Again, you kind of have 3 decent water civs, with Vikings and Byzantines being great. Mongols kind of, you can do either or. And then Slavs are sort of your dedicated land civ at that point. I can't do Gordon Ramsay. I'm not a very angry person. Anyway, players are clicking up to Feudal Age, so we'll go back to regular colors. And indeed, it will be our Mongol player who's up first. Surprise, surprise, surprise! And that could mean that Alive is in a little bit of trouble, but he does have Japanese fishing ships to help him out. $47. That's so much! Playing just under half of your games with Mayans? That's actually insane. Where are you going, Luca? I guess he's thinking better fishing is over here. Anyway, people getting on up to Feudal Age right now. Oh yeah, I guess overall, both teams have great civs. Oh, looks like Kamigawa lost a villager as well. Not sure to what, though. Not ideal. And Ganji is yet to click up. Ooh. But he has the resources to do so, so I don't know, man. Yeah, definitely. I assume he lost a vill to a boar or something. Anyway, everyone else getting on up to Feudal Age at this point. Fire galleys are out. Kill already has a fire galley coming here, and Ganji could be in a little bit of a problem situation. Kill is actually already on a decent amount of stone, but is still a little off from clicking up to Castle Age. Like hooching French plebs. What? No, that's fine. That doesn't make me salty. Luca's a totally fine player. Yeah, Ganji is, he's in for a rough time. Alive is too, potentially, but Alive is much further away from everyone else. Thor going on to stone as well, and he's on his way up to Castle Age, and he's gonna have a lot of vills on stone, so we could be seeing some organ guns. Yeah, I think we'll be seeing plenty of unique units here very shortly. Yeah, I was pretty salty about that. I still disagree with them getting Arvalest. Like, to this day, I'd rather them see, I'd rather see them have Thumbring instead. Thor getting raided here by Nanamarin. Yeah, Slopes. Definitely salty about Slopes. Riot with a couple kills as well. I actually don't know where he docked. He's actually in the north over here. Tower's up for Ganji, but... I mean, Thor is mostly going to be focused on going for organ guns. Wait. I thought Ganji was going past castle. No, he's just stuck in Feudal Age. That's not great. Kill's almost a Castle Age. Riet still focusing on Feudal Age. Kamigawa, of course, has Byzantine fire galleys to help him out. Oh yeah, I mean, this is already messy. Luca's almost a Castle Age, so he will be the first ROR player that is up. Even so, he's still under quite a lot of threat here from Kamigawa. And uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, guys. There's likely going to be a villager kill or two, but this castle's not getting stopped. Way too many villagers building it. This castle's not going to be stopped. There are way too many villagers building it. Okay, there we go. And yeah, the counter kills are going to make it almost immediately worth it. Actually, no. Ganji was able to evac almost all of his villagers right there, but the towers are going to be going down almost instantaneously. Which is going to be less great. Nani Marin, though, actually has 12 kills to 2 deaths. Been doing a great job on water. Make that even more kills, as Kill himself is going to be dying. Oh, Nani Marin is Preet Martel? I didn't know that. Oh. That makes more sense. Because I had, like, never heard of him before. Damn it, people, can't you just stick with the same names? But we already have the contingency stone walls going on here. That's pretty, pretty rip. No missionaries yet, not quite. We should have a castle on the way, though. Oh, there is a castle already. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Knights coming in here from Luca, though. Oh, really? Well, probably because he plays on it more. Luca's knights are unupgraded, though, so I don't know how much they can do. He's got 5 kills to 0 deaths, so it's not doing that bad, right? And Ganji did make it up to Castle Age, which is something. And is now fully stonewalling himself in the corner because he knows he is, he's completely surrounded. Second TC on the way for Alive. Has been doing a lot of losing units. I think he's been losing most of his fishing ships here in the middle lake. But yeah, I mean, Nanimar and Pete Martel has been doing work on water. And indeed, we have the organ guns out. Yeah, his own people totally bailed on him. Meanwhile... yeah, Ganji just chilling over here. He's got plenty of space with which to work. Luca just booming on some extra TCs. Seems good. But Kill, I mean, he's going to have his Conquistadors out here. And I feel like that could be a little bit tricky here for our blue player to defend against that. He does have a monastery. Monk on the way, but still only the one monk. But overall, things are looking pretty good right now for ROR. Just because, you know, they're doing a great job on water. Although Riet still does have fish left. But it doesn't have a dock, so yeah, those are pretty useless. Yeah, Luca's already almost at 60 villagers. Of course, he is Slav, he's going to have a great boom. But in come the Conquistadors. Not too close to Imperial Age is Nanimaran. And in comes Riet. Got a monastery coming in as well. Only the +1 defense for his cavalry, but there is no fletching even at all for Nanimaran, so it kind of doesn't matter that much. Another TC coming in for Ganji, man. At least he has a lot of resources back here. He's got plenty of gold, plenty of stone, plenty of wood line, so he's just stonewalled himself in for safety. And honestly, I don't actually see him taking much more damage. At least not for a while. If I were him, I'd even just go ahead and grab Fortified Wall and just say, no, leave me alone, I'm gonna go reboom and get up to like 130 villagers. Then I'll see you then. Fourth TC on the way here for Luca, but those Conquistadors are still running around being annoying. There is a little gap here. And now Mangonel's working away at this town center, cavalry running in. That's going to make things a little bit tricky. You can't really repair that town center with all of those knights and scouts right there. Uh-oh. Oh, the peasant uprising, no! Never the peasant uprising, man. That's what you get when the peasants come for you. Nilly with the 20 months! Thank you so much, man. Welcome back to the Wolf Pack. Looks like his docks are going down. But this is looking a little bit rough here for Pete Martel. Like, really rough, and yeah, he had a great start on water, but is currently getting wrecked on land by Riot. Riot's eco is still pretty low, though. Is he only on... Okay, no, he's on 3 TCs, but I think these are new TCs. And actually, Luca's on 5 TCs. He only makes units that you can also make as Mayans, so Luca's only been making villagers, because, you know... If the unit isn't available to Mayans, he doesn't know what to do with it. He has a monk, that's also available to Mayans. You made a few knights? Well, I mean, you can convert those, right? But yeah, Luca does, in all seriousness, have a great eco. Hasn't been taking too much damage from the Conquistadors. Oh, and speaking of those, lots of knights coming in here. They don't have great upgrades. But no fletching on the town centers means that the lack of armor isn't as big of a deal. And yeah, they're going to be getting a ton of damage done right here. Some rams here from Riyadh as well, but yeah, I mean, Animaran's kind of getting wiped off the face of the map right now. Yeah, Luca is that up-and-coming Canadian kid. Why no single upgrade? I mean, he's just been focusing on the villagers, and his food eco honestly isn't that sick. And this is why Slavs aren't really the greatest nomad civ ever, because a lot of your eco is, if things are going well, in fishing ships, which obviously is not farms. Oh yeah, Ganji just stonewalled himself in, and it just wasn't worth trying to attack him. I mean, he's gone full Switzerland. Just walling himself in, and he's just not actually in an important enough part of the map to try and attack super heavily yet. So he's actually going to have a pretty sick reboom. I pick Slavs. Why, because he didn't pray to RN Jesus enough. Anyway, Riot has some camels here. Good old Frank camels. But yeah, Nanimaran's about to lose his 3rd town center. That's generally not a great sign. Yeah, Riot's aggression has definitely been doing work. Yeah, this is definitely anyone's game right now. Forward Castle even here from Red. But I doubt he's going to be getting to Imperial Age before Luca. And yet again, Luca's nowhere near Imperial Age, so what the hell do I know? And Thor will actually be our first player going to be going to Imperial Age. Already over halfway there. He's been pretty low on eco. How many villagers is he on? Only 56. But obviously that is yielding him a faster Imperial Age. He's just been making some organ guns. Just chilling. And he should be able to get a lot of work done against Ganji, I believe, who will actually be clicking up to Imperial Age right now as well. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard for Vikings to deal with organ guns in general anyway. And yeah, I doubt that Ganji's going to get to an army suitable in time. Yeah, but Ganji almost certainly has way more vills. Yeah, he does. Like, 20-some-odd more villagers. Also, guys, Nanimaran is down to 39 villagers. That's not great. Faux show. Kamigawa can click up soon. He is quite heavily walled himself. Has a decent amount of the map under his control as well. But right now, I mean, Luca's under a ton of pressure. Still nowhere near Imperial Age. He's really been struggling with the food eco. He doesn't have a lot of space as, well, there's a lot of jungle around him. He has slept on Alive a bit? I mean, what has Alive been up to? 51 kills to 43 deaths? Honestly, haven't really seen him been doing much. Think he's done some stuff on water, and that's about it. Kill is indeed up to Imp as well, and that is going to be really important, I feel, in favor of Soul Crazy. Because he's got 2 castles, and he's going to be there before Luca, and that's going to give him a huge edge in the Treb War. He's still making conquistadors against knights, which is great. Yeah, Riot's doing, like, a ton of aggression. But, like, it's paying off, and he's still on a decent villager count. He's at 90 vills. Still, though, everyone else on ROR is pretty much at the 3 highest vill counts in the game are the other 3 players of ROR, so it's definitely really close still. Oh, Conquistadors potentially getting caught out by the Knights right there! Oh no! Conquistadors getting stuck! That's not ideal. Still, though, it does have some more Conquistadors in the backs. Bunch of barracks on the way, I guess, for Halbs. But Trebs are going to be what he's going to want right now. Kamigawa in Imperial Age. I assume he's just going Arbalest. I saw him getting crossbow upgrades earlier. Ah, yes, here they are. Ram's coming in as well. Arb Ram, obviously a classique. Riot's a third of the way to Imp. Kanji doing in his little quarantine spot. Not staggeringly well. There are 5 trebuchets working away at his castle right now. He's going to lose a castle of his own, but, you know, he's got more castles. Where was that Treb attacking? What the hell? Yeah, I'm not too sure what Alive's been doing, honestly. I mean, he's about to get wrecked by Kamigawa. Oh, there was an abandoned house? Anyway, oh, Luca's still in Castle Age. Oh man, Luca's had such a huge eco, but just has not been able to do anything with it. Again, really struggling for that food income. And Soul Crazy looking good right now. Well, yeah, I mean, he's kind of surrounded by jungle. And Pete Martell's been without a town center, really. Like, look at this. Now Alive's coming in here with the castle drop. Riot's Knights doing work. Alive just now clicking up to Imperial Age, and that will be the last player here for Soul Crazy. Whereas Luca and Nauni Marin are still stuck in Castle Age. Honestly, Ganji's been doing a pretty good job holding, to be real, guys. Being uphill is obviously quite helpful here. Also has hoardings and or masonry and architecture. Kind of can't really tell which. Okay, he has masonry and architecture. Yeah, Riot's going full scorched earth right now. Okay, what is Alive doing? He's just been chilling. But yeah, honestly, guys, it's been really impressive that Ganji, surrounded by 3 enemies, just was able to stonewall himself into a really nice position with lots and lots of resources and just enough space. And he's been able to hang on with a bunch of castles and trebuchets, and now he's going to be the one who's going to be pushing out. Got 6 trebs, man. That castle's going the way of the dodo real fast. And actually the same way as Mauritius. the home of the dodo. If you've seen the news with the whole oil tanker spilling off its coast, it's actually really sad. But still. This is pretty tough right now for Luca. He's around halfway up to Imperial Age. Yeah, Luca's pretty dead. Cavalier out here for Riot right now. Kamigawa's trying to come in with some capped rams, but I mean, Riot's on a pretty good eco. Yeah, Riot's on 131 Vils. So, like, yeah, Kamigawa's on 145, but the army will be stronger for Riot. Just, you know, needs to make sure he has the eco to get there, and Paladin is actually on the way for him as well. Actually, which TC is the MTC? Okay, this one's the MTC, he's fine. Well, in terms of getting to Imperial Age, he is not fine overall. Correction. Yeah, Paladin's now coming in here for Riot. This is just going to be so hard to stop. I'm still not sure what Alive is doing. He has 9 military. I don't even know what it is. I feel like it's just some fire ships. In fact, that's exactly what it looks to be. More and more conquistadors coming in for kill. Were those cav archers? Were those Portuguese cav archers? Still, though, it's going to be really hard for Vikings to deal with the Paladins unless you get, like, a ton of elite berserks and pikemen with chieftains. I mean, Ganji's winning because he's been, like, just booming in a corner for a really long time. Life is trying to... Staying alive! Oh, Kamigawa's castle getting denied there. That's not what he wants to see. But I feel like now Riot's in the kill zone. And, you know, kill is not even Riot. Riot kills another player. And Kill's doing just fine himself, actually. Yeah, indeed. Riot carried? I mean, Riot's just their strongest player, right? I wouldn't say he carried, though. Oh, look at this Paladin streaming in here from Riot. Oh, that's a great spot for the Arbalest, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, now we're at the point of Frank Paladins. Thor's making some skirmishers, not really the greatest unit in the world, but when you just need to make sure you have a little bit of extra anti-Arbalest punch, they're totally fine. Alive has some trebuchets and is now making some good old towers. And I just don't think that Kamigawa can do enough here on his own to stabilize. Like, yeah, he has Arb plus Halberdier plus Ram. It's just, he's got a lot of work to do all on his own. I guess Luca's trying to stabilize. He has Halberdier in, but that's just a lot of conquistadors still. Do I still play campaigns? Of course. Oh, yeah, that castle wasn't even cancelled. Feels bad, man. Luca doing stuff? What is this? He's got some halberdiers. He's got rams coming in, too. And that is a lot of them, to be fair. Cataparuto on the way, though, for Alive. Feels good, man. I mean, Alive has been, like, kind of raided. He's just kind of been existing. He's been living up to his name, that's for sure. He's been staying alive and not really doing a whole lot else, but right now, you know, he's coming online. That's a lot of halberdiers that are just going to be eating castle fire. That's a lot of halberdiers that aren't doing a lot. Keep is now in as well, and yeah, that's going to be GG. I mean, Frank Paladins plus Japanese Keep sounds like a really hard combo to stop. And Soul Crazy, the lower seed, actually is going to be taking game number 1 here. A nice game indeed. Yeah, honestly, it was Kill and Riot doing a great job with some mid-game aggression. Ganji did a beautiful job, well, staying alive, but, you know, ultimately he's still in a corner of the map. And Akamigawa was a little too late to come online. And Luca was really struggling for food eco. Honestly, I feel like he should have added a lot more fishing ships way earlier. Like, I know it's not Slav's, you know, strength, right? But he needed the food income, he just didn't have the space. Riot, 300 plus kills. 100 deaths. Seems good, man. And that will be 1-0 here for Soul Crazy. Gone Monks! And we're going to game number 2 here on what appears to be Bedouins. Ta! Well, let's see. This is the home map here for ROR. Looking to strike right back. A little bit of random lag, just for fun. Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, that's okay, Toast. We always appreciate you saying hi. Alright, so, for Soul Crazy, we have Alive here in the cyan as the Huns to the northeast of the map. Riot will be the Grey Malay a little further south. Kill will be the Green Indians. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. We finally have had it happen. Someone's rolled Indians on Bedouins. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. And finally, Thor will be the Orange Koreans here to the south. Civ win. GG easy. Remember, though, guys, that the Indian fishing bonus has been nerfed. Anyway, Luca will be the Blue Persians here for ROR, looking to strike back on their home map. Nanimaran or Pete Martell will be the Purple Aztecs to the south center. Near him will be Kamigawa as the Yellow Mayans. And finally, Ganji will be in the red as the Malians. Anyway, I'll turn on team colors for a little bit. Blue Persians. Ain't no blooper reel here. What's Riot? Riot is a human being. Anyway. Looking at the Civ distribution, or rather player distribution, it seems just to be in a, you know, C shape. With Riot and Kill more or less being flanks. And then Alive. Wait. Oh, sorry. Thor and Kill being flanks with Riot and Alive as pockets. Duh. Anyway. Team random? No, full random. It's randomonium. Anyway, for ROR, more or less something similar. Aztecs and Mayans in the south, so that's kind of a lot of... Well, it's not like overkill, but it's two civs that do similar things, right? They're very similar, so that could be a little bit tricky. But then you have Malians essentially as pocket, and Persians essentially as flank. Not the best setup ever for ROR, in all honesty. And just looking at the civs overall, Malay, Koreans, Huns, Indians, that's pretty darn good. You have Koreans and Malay as archer civs, Huns and Indians as cavalry, and of course you have Indians on this map, which is always great. Though again, I do remind you guys that the Indian fishing bonus has been nerfed. That said, they're still clearly the best civ on this map. And probably the best civ you can land on any given map. And for the other team, you have Aztecs and Mayans, both can go for archers and infantry and stuff, and then Malayans and Persians for cavalry stuff. So that's honestly fine. It's still strong civs overall for ROR. They got yeah, I mean, like, it's definitely a high roll for Soul Crazy, but, like, considering that ROR have Aztecs, Mayans, Malayans, Persians, like, those are all very, very good civs here. I honestly don't think it's too big of a deal. But it took us this many games to get Indians on Bedouins. Like, we've seen Bedouins, what, like 4 or 5 times? This was the first time Indians got rolled. Also, that's a lot of sheep. That is a lot of sheep for Thor. We're like full New Zealand over here. Anyway, people clicking up to Feudal Age. And harbors on the same map. I would be very surprised to see harbors in this game. Because you have to completely fish out the area before you can put in docks. Anyway, players clicking on up to Feudal Age. Luca will be up first, followed by Kill. Luca with Persians. Wonder what he's up to. Guess he's just going to be going for scouts. I would assume the Indian player would be doing something similar. Quite a few. I mean, yeah, almost certainly. 16 pop up? Yes, it is, actually. But, you know, Luca's still got decent enough resources. Able to afford bed axe right away. Still mining plenty of mining. Luca is still mining plenty of fish. It sounds like something you would do in Minecraft. Anyway, Kamigawa going to be going FC Plumes. Something fast castle-y for Nanimaran as well. Is feudal bonus? I mean, that does make sense, right? Riet probably going to be doing something similar when it comes to Fast Castle. I knew what you meant, Toast. I knew what you meant. Anyway, Scout's going to be incoming for both players. I mean, they are pretty close to each other. Yeah, we'll have to see here. Villager count is 21 for Luca versus 21 for Kill. So, yeah, nothing too crazy there. It's still 0 kills, 0 deaths. And currently these are the only 2 guys going for military. That's what you get for polishing your shoes. But it seems like most players are still just going to go for the straight-up Fast Castle opening. Looks like Alive's going FC Cav Archers. Yes, he is. And he's the Cyan Huns. Where is T West, man? God damn it, Rosno Chinettes. Why you gotta do me like that? Can't have scuffy shoes? Well, that's true. Oh, Scout's coming in here for Kill. But yet, they did not get the kill. I wonder what Riet's up to. He's not with many on gold, so he's not going to be going for crossbowmen, unless he adds a bunch very shortly. Okay, so he's probably going Elefantos. Meanwhile, Thor with Koreans. Of course, remember that they did get their wood discount buffed recently. Likely going to be going for archers. Likely going for archers. Definitely going for archers, considering it's going to be double archery range. But of course it will be Plumes quickly here for Kamigawa. And I'm not too sure what Nanimaran's up to. But it's Aztecs, fast castle, you know, some combination of Eagle Warriors, monks, and siege, probably. You know. Anyway, Kill is up on his way to Castle Age. Luca's still very far away. Yeah, Luca has more villagers, but, you know, Kill's up on his way to Castle Age, so obviously there's a difference right there. In the hour of need to save us all? Pretty much. Pinging every which way. Wow, there's actually been 0 kills this game still. Despite the early aggression from both Kill and Luca, neither of them actually got a kill onto the other. That's pretty funny. Oh, but it looks like that's about to change, and indeed, First Blood is actually Luca on to Riet. Ooh, Archer's coming in here as well from Thor. With a little bit of a fail, quick gate. Part of New Secret? Well, wouldn't that be a dream? Or loose soundboard. Double Monastery here for Aztecs. I mean, they figure they're going up against elephants. That makes plenty of sense. But yeah, now we're going to be dealing with Indian camels shortly, and that's going to be really rough for Persians in any context, but especially on Bedouins where they can get the shorefish, right? Tyrant was such a fake clan. Tyrant was much more for tournaments rather than an actual, like, clan. Secret, ironically, feels more like a clan than Tyrant did. Funnily enough. Well, felt. I mean, obviously Secret is no more. Well, as a sponsor, the team is still together, I'm sure. Anyway, in come the Elephantos! The classic early Castle Age elephant push, and when supported by crossbowmen, this can be very scary to deal with. Plume's coming in here for Kamigawa, though, and they're going to be doing quite well versus crossbowmen, but it's still hard to get those numbers going up. Plumed Archer is running on in, though. Oh. Lots of camels here for kill. But Ganji coming in as well. But the thing is, the army of Soul Crazy is more well-rounded at this point. If AM takes the secret deal, then things are just going to get really confusing really quickly, because then we'd have to start calling AM secret, but, you know. It'd be really solid. I assume secret was a mediocre deal. I'm pretty sure they didn't actually pay the players in anything other than exposure. But the AoE community has obviously grown quite a lot since then, so I'm sure that the secret guys could leverage a better deal with another team. At least that's my guess. And shares, indeed. Anyway, now it's going to be ROR who's pushing on this side. More mangonels on the way? Well, yeah, no, obviously. Oh, elephants. How the hell did the elephants get all the way over here, man? All the way in the base of Luca, but they're really, really out and exposed right there. And the camels will gobble them up. Maybe a conversion coming in as well, or the elephants could just die beforehand. Indeed, the conversion does come through. Honestly, Toast might be right. If some adults force the AM guys to grow up a little bit, that probably would be good for them. Because they're clearly talented enough. Oh, that's a lot of mangoes here from Nanimaran. Indeed, just going for the full clown play. Oh, a nice mangonel hit onto those crossbowmen, getting some nice picks there. Cav Archers running in, though, here from Alive, going to get a lot of villager picks on to Nanimaran. Now the game's heating up. But yeah, there goes the TC for Thor, and that's his only town center, so big yikes for Big Nomad. Meanwhile, Luca's looking pretty solid right now. Getting some nice conversions in. And right now, ROR has taken the score lead again. Or if your heart. But yeah, the Aztec-Mayan duo, looking strong. And then he... Indeed. Even back when I was competitive with Luca, that's exactly how our games would go. Yeah, this is looking pretty good right now for ROR. He's Luca the game up. Oh no, Riot's going for Malay Knights. Feels bad, man. You just can't go for elephants with all of these monks around. Especially Aztec monks too, right? But Malay Knights, oh no, Riot. Looks like a 2-for-1 mangonel trade, but that's not really enough at this point. He was a known player? Well, there you go, Spear. Cav Archers trying to dance around, but they're still not getting that much done, all things considered. Three out of 4 corners? Yeah, but I don't think this game is going to that point. Riot's trying to jump in here with his knights, but of course we have to remember that they do miss +2 defense. That said, most of the Plumed Archers are down, and so are going to be most of the Mangonels in just a second. Alright, alright. Once again, score swinging back in favor of our Brazilian team. Even the Aztec Immortals, indeed. Nice kills there. Yeah, this game just keeps on swinging right back and forth. What's Ganji up to? Yeah, Ganji's just been going for a huge boom. It's at 104 villagers. Yeah, I've been looking like some random blobs are just sheep. Large utility in Castle Age. I like it. Another TC here for Riot. But Nanimaran's actually only on 29 villagers. Actually, the Cav Archer raids from Alive actually got a lot more done than I thought they did. I mean, Ganji's villager count is still awesome, but it's a lot more balanced overall, I would say, for Soul Crazy. Just with Riot and Alive with a bit more. But yeah, no one's still clicking up to Imperial Age just yet. Oh, Cav Archer's gonna have a ton of great spots on this map. Oh, look at this, guys. This is just so feels bad when you're using a melee unit. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, mangonels don't counter monks when they're Aztec monks. Well, Luca's doing camels because he's up against Indians. Anyway, Knight's going to be coming in here from Riet. They will be sniping all of these monks. Oh man, Nani Marin's getting clapped again. And yeah, this aggression from ROR is just kind of falling short. Not sure what all these destroyed buildings are. Yeah, Aztecs really have not been having a great time. At least Luca's not the one doing the Monk Crush, right? Whoa, whoa. Oh, Riot now going to be the one coming in with the castle right on to Nani Marin, and he doesn't really seem to have a whole heck of a lot to stop that. No, we don't need war elephants at stables, you goober. You know that. Alright, first player to click up is actually going to be Kamigawa. I mean, makes sense, he is Mayans. Oh... But yeah, castle's going to be coming up, maybe a couple villagers dying, but not really the end of the world. And Nani Marin going to be forced to run away! Run away! Run away! Of course it would. Can I not click on something? Thank you. Alive has a really good villager count. Riot's isn't too shabby either, and Riot might even be getting to Imperial Age first with the power of melee. Yeah, Alive gonna be clicking up any second right now, probably... Wait, why isn't he clicking up? Click! Oh, did he not have the building? Oh, he didn't have the building. Feels bad, man. But yeah, this is looking really good right now for Soul Crazy. ROR looking a little outclassed by the Brazilians, surprisingly. There are the camels, indeed. And this just goes to show, like, Soul Crazy is such a better team when Riot's involved. Even though Alive is currently top scorer and is doing very well, but, like, just having that breadth when it comes to players is so important. Anyway, Alive also halfway to Imperial Age at this point. Nganji is clicked up too, but he might be a little slow in getting there, kind of like Kamigawa in the last game. Give Luca the Civ? What do you mean? Oh, big camel fight happening over here. A mangonel, but that's probably going to be taken down by the Cav Archers, but still... Indian camels aren't actually better in a melee fight, until, you know, Imp Camel comes in, and looks like the numbers did make all the difference, and Cav Archers in a little bit of a corner, but that's where they like to be against melee units. The Civ Luca. But yeah, this castle is obviously really sick here from Alive, making a huge aggressive play happen right here. Has Alive been microing like a god? I mean, not anything too special, he's just been playing well. No, he's talking about the first series, Rob. because they played OMG in the first series. Oh, that's a lot of dead Cav archers. Oh! So close. But honestly, most of those Cav archers are going to end up dying. Still, though, 2 castles over here is pretty sick. And there are plenty more Cav archers where those came from. Elite Plumes here for Kamigawa, though, and they're going to do well versus the just pure Arbalests of Riot. Game's not over just yet. Castle now here for Nani Marin. Is he up to Imperial Age yet? Though he is not. That's not really great. That is a lot of plumes. 66 military right now for Kamigawa. Well, Treb's starting to work away. Castle here isn't really going to be doing a whole lot. Riot's villager count's still not too amazing. Still, though, Thor and Kill are both on their way to Imperial Age. Thor obviously needs to take a lot of time just to get himself back on track. And oh man, Luca, guys, down to 33 villagers. Now a castle's coming in here from Kill. Ripperino. Live is going skirmishers, I guess, to help deal with the Plume Archers, and Kanji's just going for the town center. And it is the Imp TC, to be fair, so maybe that wasn't as crazy of an idea as it initially appeared. Still no Farimba, though, for our red player. Definitely not great. Yeah, and he hasn't even been gathering any stone all game long. But this is still a really sick raid from Ganji. Lex utility post Castle Age. Riot with a bunch of Arbs and Skirms himself. But Cav Archer's still missing a bunch of important upgrades. Like, the score differential's really huge in favor of Soul Crazier right now, but I mean, Ganji and Kamigawa are looking pretty good. Still no chemistry on the way for Alive is kind of a huge problem in my opinion. Kind of surprised that's not in just yet. Trade's already getting established. Looks like for both teams, I don't know why these markets aren't in the corner. Yeah, Ganji's candles have definitely been pretty huge. Still, though, no Farimba's a big problem. Looks like Pikeman on the way for Thor? I guess he's going Halb Onager. And here comes said Onagers. Another castle here for Alive. But the Onagers aren't really doing anything, and that's a lot of Plumed Archers still. Both Ganji and Kamigawa at 200 pop. Not anyone right up there just yet for Soul Crazy. Like, this is still a huge edge for Soul Crazy, but it's still... like, I still don't really want to call it over just yet. Oh, that's a big Onager hit, though, for Kill. Or, sorry, for Thor. Oh, and that's another great hit as well. And make it one more for the road. Nanimar and a horse collar and bowsaw on the way. Oh, but more great camel raids coming in for Ganji. He's trying, man. Kill does have heavy camel in himself, but just really struggling in terms of eco. Down to 89 villagers even, with a bunch of vitals. Oh, is that SO indeed? It is actually at a very exposed siege workshop in the south, but I think it's going to come in. A bunch of camels diving in onto this rather weak army of Riot. Alright, and Alive still doesn't have chemistry, man! Get your upgrades, also he doesn't have +2 defense. Like, again, it's just not over enough for me to want to call it. Bombard Tower on the way, though, for Thor. Thor is here! With Bombard Towers. Alive has some siege rams to help tank against the plumes, but that's not that many battle elephants, all things considered. Meanwhile... Still a bunch of HCA, but... Okay, now Farimba's in. Trade cart without Caravan? Is Caravan not in yet? No, Caravan's in. Forgot to get Bracer? Oh yeah, that's right, I remember now. But yeah, now it's Siege Onagers. Those are going to be so tough to deal with. Bombard Towers too, once those come in. Kamigawa has some Siege Rams here to the south. Oh, yeah, Kill forgot Caravan. I see now, I see. SO's moving forward here with this Arbsker mix. And those plumes are just going to have a really rough time. Kill coming in with a bunch of heavy camels of his own again. Still missing several important techs. But still, they're heavy camels, right? And these plumes have to be so scared right now. 43 plumed archers and 6 siege onagers. Still pretty darn scary. But elite chicken suit men are on the way here for our purple player Nani Marin. Remember when he was in the game? Is gonna have +4/+4 soon. Kamigawa's darting away as best he can, but Imp Camel is now in for kill. And Imp Camels are better than Farimba Camels. Not when they're outnumbered 3-1, though. Plumed Archers just trading into mostly skirmishers right there. That's not really what you want, but the Elite Eagle Warriors are coming in. Where'd the Siege Onagers go? Were they all killed? Siege Ram taking out a Bombard Tower. Again, it's just, like, not quite over enough for me to want to call it. It's still looking really grim, though, for ROR. Villagers against Siege Rams. Yeah, it seemed like the Eagles chewed through the SO. Just so much stuff happening everywhere. Kill needs to get his Imp Camel numbers up, and also needs to get Blast Furnace. But once he does that, I think it's just going to be really hard to stop. Cav Archers are finally fully upgraded, and some Elite Tarkans now coming in as well. Hello, Torvine. Oh, don't want to sacrifice all your Cav Archers to kill a Treb. Eagle's going to be coming in, killing skirmishers. Riot's definitely been struggling to find a very effective unit to go for. Yeah, those Plumed Archers just chewing through those elephants. That's all good for ROR. Where's the trade for ROR? Do they have just no trade? I mean, they have some trade cards. Where are they going? I guess it's just starting? Yeah, it looks like the trade is just starting for them. See ya, Toast. Camel's just running under the safety of the castle. And Luca's boomed back into this. He's still not to Imperial Age, though. Okay, but he's on the way. Gonna be making some halberdiers. Oh! SO coming in, getting a big shot off. Everything from Nanimaran just trying to dive onto the SO. Monk probably has redemption. Oh, it's so scary, man! What's going on over here? Some capped rams and light cav coming in. Gonna be a raiding kill. Ganji been doing such a great job of doing that to kill all game long. Tarkin's now on the way, man. Yeah, Shinki-chan is in, indeed. But Siege Engineers isn't, evidently. That's pretty weird. Luca's in Imperial Age! He did it! Camel's coming in. Still, Kill needs to get Blast Furnace, man. That's a lot of random halberdiers. And guys, this is the trade right here. Thor might actually be making the killer move, so to say. Because this trade is going to get absolutely wrecked here. More and more bombard towers coming in from our orange player. Final form is defeated feels bad, man. I mean, yeah, Thor had a pretty rough start early on, but obviously if any Civ can close out a game, it's Koreans. I mean, Hal Besso. Long Swordsman. Oh, Eagles could be vulnerable to some SO hits, but are also quite nimble, obviously. And that's just not a lot of Eagles for a lot of Halberdiers. Roy Luca wins KOTD 3. Still some nice raids here from Ganji. But yeah, the market numbers are going to be dwindling very quickly here. Ganji's raids have been so effective. But yeah, everyone's population is overall a lot better for Soul Crazy right now. And adds in some organ guns toast, and then you're good to go. Random lag. Yeah, look at this wall of bombard towers here from Kill. Or from Thor. Sorry, I keep on getting them mixed up. Oh, that's a nice Treb snipe. And there are markets that are still working, I guess. But the bombard tower push is just inexorably moving forward. Where are these camels going? I guess just to deal with the raids. We're trying to build a castle over here in this trade line. Alive already has one here as well. Is Franks versus Camel Civs? Halbs. This is currently happening. Die, mining camp. We want efficiency. Kill siege on up over here. Oh, those were some good SO hits right there. Oh, that was a good SO hit over there. Look at this, guys. This is just such a sick push here from Thor. That's a lot of halbs from Luca. What? This is just like game number 1, man. Luca with a bajillion halberdiers that aren't doing anything too useful. Some very hot poke-on-poke action. Oh, lots of plumed archers here, and pikemen here for Nanimaran. But, like, look at this. Oh, the market's being mass deleted right there. That's never a great sign. I mean, your trade is already not super great on this map because you don't really get to the edges very easily. So having it pushed further and further towards the center is obviously not what you want at all. Yeah, the orange is just like a line. Oh, lots of pikemen, but there's no siege! You're just not even gonna kill the bombard towers, man! I mean, yeah, you get sniped a lot of onagers, which is pretty nice, and maybe even sniping some Trevs as well, but you're still just gonna lose everything to the bombard towers in due course. Man, I gotta give it to ROR, though. They are being so resilient in this game. Thor has been here and Thor is about to be there, pretty much. Well, Siege comes in finally here, in the form of some Siege Rams, but now that Riot's here as well, then things are going to look tricky again. This is the first late-game Bedouins we've seen so far in this tournament, I believe. Luco trying to wall off the trade. What a meme. Are out of lucka? I wouldn't say that. Kill getting pushed right here. And what is Alive doing, man? Some Halbs from him. Some Tarkins and some Cav archers. Yeah, this is probably going to be the Hello YouTube game of this series, if I had to guess. Oh, plumed archers have to be so careful, man! But no, the Siege Onager will fall without doing too much in life. Getting a few pikemen. More Esso coming in here from Thor. Oh. Decent amount of siege rams, but, well, I guess one bombard tower falls, but it probably isn't going to be enough. And ROR decided to call it right there, realizing that they just can't sustain this in the long run. Their trade is not very good at all. And they're not really getting anywhere. That was a fantastic game, though. Like, yeah, Soul Crazy were ahead of it for most of it, at least past, like, the mid-game, but ROR were making it competitive for so damn long. Fantastic game number 2. Yeah, Thor's push definitely was the clincher. Even though he was only the 3rd highest score on his team, I definitely call him the MVP of this game because he made it happen. This push here in the south with the bombard towers, onagers, and halbs, definitely good stuff. Oh, don't tell me we're going to Compass. And 2-0 for Soul Crazy, guys. ROR's about to be... Oh, Land Nomad. Okay, that makes more sense. Kanji with the most kills. He was doing a ton of work. Thor actually had the most deaths, but most buildings raised by a decent margin, too. Fantastic game number 2. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright guys, we are on Land Nomad for the first time today. We had the one of the 2 land maps in the last game, and now we have the other of the 2 land maps. Black Forest Nomad, pretty much. And this is it for ROR, guys. If they lose this, they are out of the tournament in last place in their group, which would definitely be a shocker to me, at least. Remember that Soul Crazy is seed 7 versus the seed 5 of ROR. Some lag here, it seems. This is, I believe, a 2-part wreck, so would not be surprised if someone dropped. Anyway, as everyone is getting themselves a bit more situated, for Team ROR, Nani Marin will be the purple Indians here in the center-ish. Kamigawa will be the Cyan Koreans just to the south of him. A little further south, will be Vodka L as the Celts with a villager who's not doing anything! There we go. And finally, Ganji will be the Red Britons in the west. And Vodka is joining the party, and Luca has been benched. Meanwhile, up 2-0, will be Kill as the Blue Magyars to the west of the map. Alive as the Green Malians. Riot as the Grey Aztecs. And finally, Thor as the Orange Mongols. Yeah, not a great TC here for purple. Anyway, I will turn team colors on. But this should look somewhat similar to a normal 4v4 in terms of how players are positioned. So we can kind of look at it, you know, ROR's over here on the right side, and on the left side, more straddling the edge of the map, is Soul Crazy. Anyway, it looks like Nani Marin is now aware of those 3 boars over there, so I guess he can send villagers over there if need be. Yeah, definitely some lag here. Kind of unfortunate that it comes through in the wreck. Anyway, if you look at it in like a normal 4v4 terms, flank versus flank, Mongol flank versus Indian flank, that's... like, normally Mongols are a way better flank than Indians, but Mongols versus Indians is really rough for Mongols. So that's a little bit rough. Anyway, Briton flank, essentially, versus Magyar flank. Definitely prefer Britons until very late game, if Magyar heavy cav archers come online. Fairly large Tecturnus, I would say. It's not, I mean, it's not like it's a Riot and then a bunch of plebs that Riot carries, but Riot is very decisively the best player. But like Thor was, I would say, the MVP in the last game. Well, I mean, Mongols can go for Expos and Indians can go for Expos, but Indians have a better eco than Mongols. Anyway, what would be the pockets? Let's see. Malians versus Celts. I mean, Malians do cavalry better, but Celts are the stronger civ late game overall. Yes, Indians get Thumb Ring. So that's a little awkward. And then Aztec pocket versus Korean pocket, both very much like siege onager and monks or towers or something. Kind of a weird one for sure. Like overall, Koreans, Celts, Britons, Indians sounds really good. Except you're lacking a little bit in the cavalry department. You're just kind of stuck with camels. Meanwhile, you have Malians, Magyars, Aztecs, Mongols. Some very powerful options, but again, not too much in the way of cavalry. Sling is only allowed once you reach Imperial Age. And then you can sling to your heart's content. There is actually a hole here, so hopefully Ganji's careful. Interesting batch of civs, though, for sure. Our best pocket civ? I've always seen in this map a sling. Well, I mean, slinging in general is really, really OP, which is why we didn't allow it until Imperial Age. Anyway, somebody's clicking up to Feudal Age, and that will be Thor, Mongols, not too surprising. He'll be a Celt main. People do love their Celts, man. Definitely one of the most popular civs and always have been. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to think, though. It's not a very traditional setup in terms of civs and stuff. And, like, yeah, Ganji is flank, which is for Britons, essentially, which is great, but he's very far away still from kill. Although these villagers might be in a little bit of a rough spot. Sling the Chinese, pretty much. But we don't live in those days anymore. Also, Team Wall coming in already here from Soul Crazy. Indeed, Scout's going to be on the way for Thor, though, probably just to help him better secure all this hunt. Obviously going to be great for Mongols. Feels Ornlu, man. Sorry, I'm a little too poor. Well, a bunch of other people clicking up to Feudal Age, but still not everyone just yet. Obviously, this is going to be the most defensive of all the maps we have. I hope we don't have to deal with this lag all game long. That'd be really annoying. Even more hunt for Mongols. That's pretty darn nice. I'm gonna go with no Hecturnus. Someone's spamming. Ripperino. Kamigawa's already on stone. I wonder what he's up to. I mean, I guess Fast Castle War Wagons? Ganji is double layer walling himself into his little area. I mean, and he is pretty safe over here, but he's also kind of on his own. Oh, vodka's from Sardinia? I didn't know that. Anyway, looks like normal FC stuff. Oh, okay. But yep, just going to be seeing a lot of Fast Castle from most everyone else. Well, I mean, he is the ruler of Rome, is he not? Yep, 5 players already on their way up to Castle Age. Oh, feels bad, man. Ross, no. Yeah, that's Kamigawa and Pete Martell. Kanji not too happy. But this is why we have Rex. Roaming to rule. So hopefully the lag is a little bit better now. And we get to listen to the Britain theme again, so I'd say that's a win all around. So let's see what the approaches are for these guys. Because we saw from CIS that you can play Land Nomad and still go real aggressive in Castle Age. But you can also just go for the primarily boom-centric approach. Stonewall's even coming in for Thor. Probably just gonna want to get into Mangudai as quickly as possible. Ganji's wandering towards kill, but he's kind of running into a wall he's not going to break too swiftly. And in general, look at this Stonewall team wall going on here for Soul Crazy. These guys ain't messing around. They want that 3-0, man. These foragers, man. They're in forked forage right now and aren't really allowed to leave. Veneto is where Venice is? Who would have thought? Indeed, it will be fast castle war wagons for Kamigawa. Thought Venice was in Sicily. I thought it was in Norway. But that's where Taiwan is, so, you know. Anyway, Ganji's trying to make something happen here, but he's just kind of running into a brick wall right now. Look at these stone walls, man. It looks so goofy. Ganji is Swedish. Well, Luke is Canadian. Not Slav architecture, my bad. Of March is Africa. Well, here comes the war wagon. The wagon of war. Everything is Sudan. Except South Sudan. I mean, ROR is an Italian-centric team, but is not an Italian-exclusive team. Well, I mean, you can see that ROR really wants to do something fairly aggressive, but they're just not really finding much damage. Though, to be fair, Thor wasn't able to really get a lot done either. Yeah, Kamigawa's still only on the 1 TC. I'm pretty sure Vodka's just booming his little heart out. Even though these guys are not BF players like I thought they were. To be fair, Kill is only on 2 TCs. Alive's just booming as well as Riot. But yeah, I mean, look at our... Oh, the Petard bust! Oh, the quick walls! They're not going to be enough, I don't think. No, they are not. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Who's the highest level ROR player? Either Vodka or Ganji. Maybe Vodka.
Ready.
Vodka's had higher level 1v1 placings. But yeah, I think you can make an argument for Ganji. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Castle coming in for Thor! Oh man, Thor is here, but not for long. Well, Stark, you are here. And you are currently seeing Thor get screwed, so... I'm glad I'm not disappointing. That's something, right? Yeah, that Bedouins game was really sick. I mean, I love me some FC War Wagon play. War Wagons just don't die. Now Riot under heavy threat. I mean, it looked like for a second that the aggression from ROR was about to be stopped, but nope. I'm dressed as a clown, oh god. I don't think I want to see Stark dressed up as a clown. Some random camels here. Don't think that they're gonna do much. But yeah, I mean, we've got some Bodkin Arrow War Wagons here, and they're gonna be really hard to actually ever kill. Some monks from Aztecs might do the trick, but Riot doesn't really have any. He's got a monastery and a monk, but it doesn't have any defense upgrades. Or just, I guess all monk upgrades are defense upgrades for Aztecs. Yeah, those villagers getting wrecked. I mean, doing work here. It's Kamigawa. It's not the stream, it's the game. Oh, never mind. It was the stream for a second. But I think we're back to being good. Yeah, we should be good now. But the game is lagging, too. Yeah, War Wagons are so good, man. One of the most underrated unique units, in my opinion. And ROR, they don't want to be out of the series, man. Or this tournament. I mean, both kind of the same thing. Mihuacha. Always. Oh yeah, the War Wagons were already kind of viable, and with the wood discount now, War Wagons are just straight up viable. Looking at the villager counts, just seems to be better across the board here for ROR. I mean, Alive is at a really good villager count, but we still have Vodka and Nanimaran both plus 100 villagers. Or 100 plus villagers, you guys get the idea. Camel production is going to be beginning fairly soon. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the War Wagon is loosely based off of the Hwacha. But I think the War Wagon, even though it's completely fictitious, at least in the sense that and how it's portrayed in game, I think it thematically fits Koreans historically really, really well. With the whole defensively oriented cav archer, because that's kind of how the most medieval Korean armies were organized. Was mostly cav archers, but they were less focused on expansion after Goguryeo fell apart. Pretty much, Lurking Goat, pretty much. And mouth covers. Or Hyundai cars. Anyway, Pajama Warriors coming in. This is looking good for ROR, guys. Coinage coming in as well, so it looks like Vodka will be doing some slinging to his teammates. Gamels as well. South Koreans are best Koreans? Both. Kill has some knights. But he's still in Castle Age. Ugh. scouts in defensive castle, but I really have time keeping up with production, even with Biko after scouts. Honestly, I feel like straight FC is probably the best still. Yeah, your production isn't amazing, but they are a lot cheaper on the wood cost now, so it's a lot more viable. I mean, they're only a little bit more expensive than a Rambai. Obviously, Korean eco isn't as good as Burmese eco. And I'm not saying Koreans are a great pocket civ, but it's still probably your best bet. I think scout opening probably just slows you down too much. But obviously, it's always situational. Anyway, Elite Pajama Warriors now in here for Vodka, another forward castle coming in for Ganji, and ROR is just looking completely dominant this game. Well, the current game is AoE 2 DE. Age of Empires 2 definitely an addition. Stonewall's coming in here for our blue player. This just is not a Soul Crazy's game, man. Bunch of Eagle Warriors coming here for Riot. Fortified wall now for Thor. I mean, he's trying to delay as best he can, but I'm just not too sure how much that's going to accomplish. When you just look at the military numbers, just so like starkly in favor of ROR. And that was actually an unintentional Stark joke. Eagle's trying to cross the map here. Lag! Yeah, pretty much. Is no one else casting these games? I think there are some people who are casting it in non-English languages. But, no one else is casting it right now in English. I mean, people can. It's open. It's completely open streaming. It's just no one else really wants to. So you're stuck with me, I Puma King. Deal with it. Oh, Maya's actually active again? I haven't seen Maya play in a while. Haha. Yeah, that's a get out of my game castle. That's pretty rip. No, like, Fast Castle War Wagons is totally legit. In favor of live finals? It's something I'm definitely considering, Rob. Like, right now, the finals are Rex. Like, that's the official decision right now, but I am open to switching it. It might also somewhat depend on which teams are in it, if, like, we can get them scheduled at a good time. Anyway, I mean, this game is super over. This has just been completely dominant from ROR. Soul Crazy, evidently not so crazy about Land Nomad. Oh yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Elite Eagle Warriors against Camels. Kind of a weird one, but the Camels do have the HP to just chunk through it, so long as they are in relatively similar numbers. Well, this castle's a little bit of a doubt castle. Ganji may be a little bit over-eager on the get out of my game castle. Who's the #1 Arab player? Hera? Well, I mean, Hera's Canadian. He's not, I mean, he is ethnically Arab, I believe, but I don't think he is. I think he would identify as Canadian over Arab. Oh, that's a lot of Mr. Pushy guys. He can be both? Of course he can be both. How can Luca be mine? I mean, I don't know what you guys want me to say. This is looking like it's been really over for a really long time, man. Ganji getting Ornlu a Warwolf. Freaking slideshow here. Every 2 words? There you go. Yeah, that's a lot of Elite War Wagons, man. Sorry, Soul Crazy, you're not getting the 3-0. Elite Longbowman now on the way here for Ganji. I mean, Farimba Light Cav are like, they're trying to push back. I mean, Magyar guy's going for skirmishers right now. That castle's not happening. More bombard cannons coming in. 2 war wagons will kill this entire wood line. I just don't really see it. Keeps now coming in for Kamigawa. Oh no, this castle, man. And the castle goes up, and the castle goes down. Feels bad, man. There's the GG. Oh yeah, of course RR have way better trade. Come on, Thor. Come on. Come on, Thor. You can do it. You can hit the resign button. Thor. There we go. Yeah, Luca was the problem the whole time. Anyway, Alive did have the most units killed, but I mean, that was really just across the board. Everyone on ROR doing work. No, fire's not in this game, Whistle. Yep. Anyway, ROR taking a win. Hoodoo. Anyway, guys, I need to take a super quick break. I'll be right back, and then we'll get into game number 4, as we just hit 4 hours on this stream today. Be right back, guys. And we back. All right, everybody. Had to take a quick break, but we are now on to Hoodoo. First time we're seeing Hoodoo today. I think this means we will have seen every single map today except Compass. Although, of course, ROR could win this, and it could go to Compass. It's a possibility. Anyway. Of course, Hoodoo's still part of the map pool. If you're unfamiliar with this map, it's, well, kind of Scandinavia-like. Got water on the two sides being added. I'm glad you like it. I'm very, very happy with the map pool. But yeah, lots of little tiny areas where ships can go and villagers can run around and stuff like that. And your villagers do start overall pretty close together for a nomad map. So you tend to be able to get normal-ish 4v4 looking positions. And then from beyond that, the map is just a very open looking land map. No cliffs, a few small scattered hills, but this is definitely one of, if not the most aggressively oriented map in the pool. Anywho, introducing the players. Trying to make the comeback happen. Nani Mar and Pete Martell will be the Purple Vikings here in what would be the south flank. Kamigawa will be what would be the Cyan Mayans in the pocket. Vodka L will be what would be the Yellow Britain, or what would be, will be the Yellow Britons in what would be the other pocket. And finally, Ganji will be the Red Tatars on what would be the north flank. So all of the ROR guys kind of in a line over here in a, normal looking area thingy. But they're pretty close together, and they're pretty far away from the northern water area. Like, Ganji's docked all the way over here, but, it's obviously a pretty far distance. Meanwhile, for team still up 2-1, but slipping a little bit and losing the last game in a pretty decisive fashion. It will have Riet, the Grey Berbers, on what would be the north flank. Alive will be the Green Malians in the pocket, again, twice in a row. Thor will be the Blue Goths in the other pocket. And finally, I have not... Wait just a minute! Oh, Guh is joining the party. Where is he? In the orange. Oh, here he is! He'll be the Orange Khmer here, and he'll actually be the flank player. So Guh will be subbing out for... Kill. So, first player substitution, or for Soul Crazy. So, yeah, it's actually Riet, Grey Berber pocket, and Alive Malian pocket, and then Goth flank. And as you can see, this map is alongside Descentring are definitely the two maps that you get the most normal looking positions. So, doing the, position to position analysis, you can see that the Soul Crazy guys are more oriented towards the northern body of water, and opposite for ROR towards the south. But anyway, what we can call Khmer flank versus Tatar flank. There are goats on this map. It doesn't seem like there are too many here for a red player, though. Tatars are going to be better in the long run, most likely. I had to guess. Anyway, Nani Marn as Vikings versus Thor's Goths. That's just better for Vikings pretty much across the board. Vikings have a fantastic matchup against Goths. This is where things are going to, I think, run into problems, though. Mayan pocket versus Malian pocket. This map is a lot more open than, say, Land Nomad, where you can go FC Plumed Archers, reasonably well. And then Britain Pocket versus Berber Pocket is just, obviously way Berber favored as well. And as someone pointed out earlier, pretty much 4 Archer Civs right now, 4 ROR, not the biggest fan, versus the 0 Archer Civs of Soul Crazy, which is pretty funny that you have 4 Archer Civs versus 0 Archer Civs. Oh, build the house, build the house. Oh no, he's gonna get trapped! Or not. Wait, did that villager just teleport? I think that villager just teleported. But yeah, overall, I do kind of like the Soul Crazy Civs a bit more. Oh, gotta be careful. Because you have like an Elephant and Scorpion Civ, a Cavalry Camel Civ, a Camel and Infantry Civ, and then an Infantry Civ. One Huskarl to eat them all. One Huskarl to find them. One Huskarl to raid them all, and in the darkness, nom them. Oh yeah, Totters can definitely go Cav. And Mines, I guess, can go for Eagle Warriors if need be. But yeah, kind of funky civs all around. Anyway, looking at the dock positions, usually it is 2 per team per side, and that does appear to be the case. I lied. It's actually 1 and 3, because you have Thor here in the south, and then Ganji in the north. So yeah, poor Ganji and Thor are both going to get wrecked 3v1 on water most likely. Kamigawa on stone, though. He did play Mayans earlier, actually, on Bedouins. Went for Fast Castle Plumes there, and Bedouins is the other super aggressive map, so, I mean, if he feels like he can get away with it there, he can get away with it here. Even though they lost that game. Kappa. Second dock here for Ganji. And he will be one of the first players up to Feudal Age, and will be going for some early fire ships. Actually, the 2 players who are alone in their bodies of water are the ones who are first up to Feudal Age and first going for fire ships. And Nanimaran as a Viking is going to have a little bit of a harder time. This isn't the most open water ever. In fact, it's not very open at all. So there's less room for longboats and galleys to run around. I'm sorry, I know it's not me being competent is not something you guys are used to, so I don't blame it. Way less fish immediately next to him. Thor does actually have some very nice fish over here. It's got these 3 docks on a little peninsula area. Looks very nice. I don't know. I like all the maps, but well, should hurt ROR more than Soul Crazy. What do you mean? ROR only has Archer Civs. Ganji with the demo raft. A little early on to be getting a demo raft. If you're up to Feudal Age first, guys, you don't really need to get a demo raft right away. Because you should have the advantage, right? Demo ships are generally more useful as a comeback mechanism than as a get further ahead mechanism. But still, a demo ship onto these fishing ships could be pretty huge. Just turn that around. No problem, Rosno. Fire galley here with invisible fire. The most OP thing of all. Anyway, Galley's out here for our purple player, and Nanimaran, very, very nice start in terms of just amassing good galley numbers. Still had a pretty strong uptime, actually has 6 fishing ships, and is now forcing Thor back. Yeah, just triple galley production looking good. Castle Age is going to be incoming in just a second for both Cyan and Yellow. Invisible to the naked eye. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, Camel Archers would do great against Cav Archers from Tatars. Honestly, guys, I'm kind of liking this opening overall for ROR. Ganji has 2 kills to 0 deaths. Well, just lost one, of course. Has a good military number. Nani Marin, 12 military. Very strong start from him. Has fletching as well, even. Oh, yeah. Cute little bromance right there. Oh, I hear scout sounds. Vodka, though, is here with some archers. Uh-oh, Riet's fishing ships are in a little bit of danger, with more invisible fire. Invisible fireman! And Thor trying to do as much damage as he can, but it's still a little iffy. Also, Gilnet's coming in right away for Kamigawa as well. Not too sure what these walls are. I'm sure it was Majike. I assume Riet's plan is knights. That would make sense. But it looks like he's just going for fire ships. Yeah, not too sold on this wall for Soul Crazy. Seems kind of weird. Okay, no, sorry, my bad. They're the double stable knights. Anyway, Kamigawa just going for blooms and TCs. And Vodka, I assume, just going for crossbowmen and TCs. Still lots of fire galleys for Thor, but he's just not getting a ton done with them. 4 kills to 9 deaths for him. Gu is up on his way to Castle Age. So he will be ahead of Ganji in that respect, but Ganji is just about to click up. Can just buy the extra food. Oh, he's missing a blacksmith. Rip. TC and chill. Look at those perfect docks. What perfect docks? Oh, that is good for Ganji, I think. I like these docks. And even a little house here for the harbor master. Vodka docks. I mean, yeah, they're just spread out nicely. So villagers are created. But yeah, that's a lot of galleys here for our purple player. The thing is, although that will lend him a great fish boom, that won't help him not die on land, so he's got to be really careful. Some camels now coming in here for alive. This is a very weird decision, in my opinion. You know your opposing pocket is Mayans, so why are you going for camels, man? But this is going to be some very nice kills for Soul Crazy. Riet here with some knights as well. And it looks like Ganji is going to be getting cleaned up himself. Oh, quick walls are successful. Castle Age just now on the way for Thor, though. Again, I don't get the camels. Oh, wait, there's a hole here. What? Maybe that camel got in somewhere else? For the cost? Yeah, but I don't find that a very like, although it might be correct, I don't find it a very convincing argument regardless. Anyway, it looks like Ganji will be losing quite a lot right here. Demo raft. Kaboom! Riet will be chased away for the time being. Some plumed archers out. They do actually already have Bodkin. Floating camels. Glub, glub, glub goes the floating camel. More knight raiding. And if you think about it, like, a lot of the score overall for Team ROR is in Nani Marin's galleys here, which aren't really doing a whole lot at this point. Oh, hey, Spontan! Great game earlier. It was, it was nice to, you know... It's nice of you to be a ringer. Jump in when it, I'm sure, was the very last minute. And yeah, you did really, really well. No, there's no thanks, I guess. This is actual legitimate compliment. Now, accept it, Spontan. God damn it. Oh, Live has some +1, +2 knights here. Ooh, some monks, though. Reverse psychology. No, don't worry, Spontan. You are officially known as the 1900 HD player who who clapped everybody. Because that was the only rating we could find of yours. Ganji's trying to fight back with these fire ships, and ROR taking actually a very decisive score lead right now, but that's primarily due to poor Thor. Thor is here, and then he wasn't. Ganji has 44 kills to 29 deaths. Really fighting back hard on water right now. He only has 2 docks. Rare Ornlu stream. Something somewhat similar to Glory. Demo ships coming in. But you know what? Some nice stabilizing right now. Oh, I say that, and of course Vodka's gonna be losing all of these crossbowmen. Yeah, streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and weekends. You know. Play DE but not been playing 1v1? Yeah. I figured. That's getting to a pretty good amount of plumed archers, though, for Kamigawa. Not really with a ton of knights. Also, Kamigawa's on his way to Imperial Age, I just noticed. Oh. Okay, looks like we're good. Yeah, seriously. Riot is indeed booming away. Actually, it's only on 82 villagers. It's not that great. I mean, Kamigawa's on 102. Alive is actually at a better villager count at 97. Anyway, Vodka also clicking up to Imperial Age. Alive just getting there. Riot getting there as well. Oh, Huskarl's coming in from Thor, though. Nanyamaran has some converted knights, which actually is going to be more than enough to deal with them right now. But honestly, this is looking really strong for ROR. Again, gotta give a lot of credit to Ganji. 77 kills to 38 deaths, literally 1v3 on water. And yeah, he hasn't, like, actually killed all the fishing ships and all that, but he's done a pretty damn good number on getting rid of as much fishing as possible. Meanwhile, you know, Nanimaran able to win water decisively on his side and go for a really nice fish boom, but in come more Huskarls. Can't celebrate too early. Lots of plumes here. Already with +3, don't really want to engage that with the knights just yet. Well, all those crossbows of vodkas are getting cleaned up again. Just before he hits Imperial Age 2. That's pretty feels bad, man. Down to 8 military. But Kamigawa, though, he's at 30 and he is looking real good. Forward castle. Riet is now in Imperial Age, but he needs all those upgrades. And those all take forever to research, man. But Farimba on the way here for alive. Coming in with a big counterattack. And yeah, like, Thor is not in a great spot. He's only at 71 villagers, but at least he's, you know, he's trying to harass with these Huskarls as best he can. So credit to him for that. Plumed Archers are forced to run away, although they are elite and have chemistry. Riet just needs to buy time, man. Vampires in Warsaw. Now, if that isn't a barn burner of a Hollywood blockbuster, I don't know what is. Yeah, Farimba is now in here for alive. Actually, kind of needs to get +4 defense, too. It's actually, I would say, more important than Farimba on average. Castle not coming in here from Ganji is probably going to need to have something on the land. And what is Gubin up to? He has 3 stables, actually. But Vodka already has Halberdiers, so I can't imagine elephants being too especially effective. And actually, he's not even to Imperial Age yet, which is also not super great. But then again, neither is Ganji, so I guess I can't complain. There's no donation link? What? Oh, wait, then how do people donate? There should definitely be a donation link. Halbs and Plumed Archers coming in. Unexpected Paladin! Thank you so much, Unexpected Paladin. Very, very generous of you. 50 bucks towards the prize pool of OBNC. We are very much almost there, if not there already. I need to do some tabulations when it comes to the stuff I've gotten in the donations on the stream so far. But thank you so much, Unexpected Paladin. Really appreciate it. And I'm glad you're enjoying OBNC. Anyway. You don't have any Paladin sips? That's a fair point. Anytime, man. Kanji getting a ton of stone. Maybe he's trying to go for Keshigs? Another castle coming in for Kamigawa, whose score is just absolutely monstrous right now. Elite Plumed Archer is doing so much work. Some capped rams here. That's plenty of halbs. This is looking like game number 5, guys. Well, we're going to a game number 5. This is actually looking like game number 4. Vodka 56, military Kamigawa 65. Looking good. Yeah, Thor's been having a rough time. He was 1v3 on water and did not win it at all. The one who's been beasting it this game has been Kamigawa. Yeah, Riet's definitely been struggling as well. Some elite battle elephants here for Goo, but there's so many halberdiers here already. It is very much looking rough at this point. There's just nobody who has a very large army at all on Soul Crazy. Those elephants are like, they're almost in the ocean, man. Oh, and there's so many Mr. Pokepokes here to greet them. Yeah, Ganji was like the huge unsung hero for ROR. Like, he might be bottom score, or jumping between bottom score, but being able to hold his own and then eventually win water 1v3 is pretty damn sick. I feel like Vodka's arbs just keep on getting mopped up, but he still does have a huge army of halberdiers. Anyway, Elite Huskarl's on the way. I mean, Goths are the late-game counter to pretty much everything on ROR, but Soul Crazy kinda need a miracle to just hold on at this point. Oh, hello, Plumed Archers. And yeah, here come the Kashyyyks. The Totter Hill bonus. Using the waterfalls to his advantage. The unsung hero. I like it, Scarebake. Yeah, Kashyyyks are going to be doing great against the Hal... Or not against Hals, against Huskarls. It's the H letter. Champs are here as well. I just... Nah. Too little too late, I feel. Thor is at 86 military, to be fair, but... I think Alive has just been slinging him. And I feel like they needed something a little more immediate. Granted, that's a lot of Huskarls. That's a lot of Huskarls, guys. Yeah, gothspam.exe has begun, but this army is almost entirely Huskarls. In fact, I believe it is exactly entirely Huskarls. And those guys aren't going to do great against the Elite Kashyyyks. Plumed Archer still finding some area in the back. Riot with some random capped rams, but they're not near the Plumed Archers. Is this enough? This is the Hail Mary push here for Soul Crazy. The Battle Elephant's trying to tank. The Huskarl numbers are getting a little bit lower. Alive is here with some random Cavalier. But the Kashyyyks might have just come in at the nick of time. Thor's only at 160 pop right now. More halbs coming in, guys. And that, I think, might be the nail in the proverbial coffin. Riot's at 66 pop. Goose only at 100. Alive almost only has villagers. I think this is over, guys. Huskarl's not quite enough. Too many Kashyyyks there, just in time. They did not reach the plumes. No, they did not. Oh yeah, no, like, Ganji's now everywhere with these Kashyyyks. He's just doing such a great job. Kashyyyks are so insanely good. Yeah, this is now quite over. That was their Hail Mary play. Saying Hail Mary apparently was not enough, and indeed, there is the G to the G. Game 5, everybody! We're looking at a 5-hour stream today. Damn. Good stuff. Good stuff. Great, great series between these two teams. Kamigawa, of course, very much the star of the show on land there, although I think Ganji definitely needs a lot of credit as well. Indeed, indeed. 2-2. Can ROR make the reverse sweep happen to keep their hopes and or dreams alive? Oh, no compass feels bad, man. Oh, Luca benched equals game 5? I do see a correlation. Yeah, me too, me too. But, I mean, Soul Crazy has been playing great, but they kind of have been slipping the last couple games. Anyway, we are going to be finishing out here on Cross. So, wait. Kill is back, so Thor is gone. Doing a little bit of a merry-go-round with players. I think you always keep Riot alive, and I think you can pick 2 of the other 3 and it's more or less the same. Anyway, we are in Cross. I mean, this map has honestly been, I think, surprisingly good. I mean, like, we know Cross is a good map for, like, standard 1v1s and even team games, but it looks really good for Nomad. Like, I don't know, just the way it works out, having all the different pawns you can fight over. I'm really liking it. In fact, I like all the maps in the map pool, but of course, I'm biased. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, Town Center should be in for everybody at this point. For ROR, trying to make that reverse sweep happen, he'll have Ganji as the Red Koreans to the north of the map. Nanimarin in the northeast in the purple as the Byzantines. Kamigawa will be the Cyan Bulgarians here to the east. And finally, Vodka will be in the yellow as the Huns to the northish, center-ish. Their opponents, trying to not let this one slip through their fingers, Kill will be the Blue Saracens to the south. Riot will be in the gray as the Malians to the eastish. I always have such a hard time with orange, man. Gu. Oh, okay, here he is. Gu will also be here in the east as the orange Burmese. Kind of a rough start, it seems. Definitely lowest villager count. A little unfortunate for him. Looks like Ganji's had a good start. Actually, Kill a little bit. Not that great as well. Anyway, alive will be the green Chinese. Here. In the south. Okay, so, turning on team colors. Our Brazilian team, Soul Crazy, got 2 players here in the south and 2 players here in the east. Yeah. 1 here and 1 here. In my opinion, it is Nerfox. I think people got a little bored of it for 1v1s because it was in so many tournaments and it was just like Japanese all the time, or Huns maybe. But I think for team games, and especially on the Nomad, it plays out so differently. Anyway, you can see that the players of ROR are a bit more spread out. Like, you got 2 here, 1 a little bit further north, and 1 a little bit more towards the center. But they're all kind of clustered here into the northeast of the map. So, on the one hand, that means dealing with Ge and Riet is going to be, I think, comparatively pretty straightforward. But it also means that Alive and Kill have a ton of space with which to work. So we'll have to see how that one plays out, but I think the overall more consistent positions are in favor of ROR at this point. Anyway, looking at civs before we get too heated up over here. For ROR, Bulgarians, Byzantines, Koreans, Huns. I like it a lot, actually. Koreans and Byzantines are going to be fantastic for the hybridy water aspect of the map, as well as for archers. And then Bulgarians and Huns are going to be great for cavalry. Yeah, I like it. Meanwhile, Malians, Chinese, Burmese, Saracens. Kind of a more... It's more of a mixed bag of civs, I think. I don't think it's, like, necessarily weaker, per se. I'll rip the horse. You do start with a horse on this map. I guess the Malians kind of go for cavalry, Saracens go for archers, Chinese go for archers, Burmese go for Arambai. Like, you do have cavalry options with all 4 of the civs for Soul Crazy, but they're, like, not the most ideal cavalry options as well. So it's a little bit stranger. I kind of like the civ for ROR a bit more in this one. Anyway, you can see that Ganji and Nanimaran have the north pond to themselves. Riet, Kamigawa, and Ge are to the east, so Kamigawa should be in a little bit of a rough spot here. He's 1v2. Looks like Kill is all by his lonesome in the south. And to the west is Vodka all by his lonesome. So we're only going to be seeing any contest here in one pond, here in the east of the map, and that's going to be a 2v1. So we'll have to see if Kamigawa can pull a Ganji and just go full beast mode when he's outnumbered on water. Speaking of which, Kamigawa will be our first player up to Feudal Age. Also, I think, yeah, there were some kills, but I think those were just the horses. But yeah, I mean, the Bulgarian Navy might not really be anything to write home about, but I mean, if you're up first to Feudal Age, that can be all the difference. Also, I love how they're walling in the pond so that there aren't any sneaky dock potentials. ROR doing that consistently between the two that they do control. Although Kill is so far away here in the south, I don't think he has to worry a whole lot about it. Anyway, Kamigawa still only has one dock up, though. Gu getting a second one? Okay, there's Kamigawa's second dock. But he's still going to be outnumbered. Going to really need to leverage the fact that he's up to Feudal Age fastest. This just leaves Vodka yet to click up, as well as Ganji. Yeah, Vodka's definitely going FC. He's got 31 pop. And Ganji also very likely to be doing that. Can click up pretty much whenever he wants. Already going over to Stone 2, we might be seeing some more FC War Wagon play. But there's Feudal Age in. Double Fire Galley on the way, and no one else is in Feudal Age just yet. Gu is about to get there. Riot about to get there. But honestly, pretty decent shot right now for Kamigawa to take this eastern pond. And considering all of the other ones are just locked down for their respective teams, then that would be a huge advantage for ROR, as it's obviously two players here in the east. Actually, wait a minute, something didn't add up. Alive doesn't have any docks at all. Yeah. Instantly coming in with the demos, I don't like that. You can't just go straight demo, because then you don't have anything to follow it up with. It's like the demos literally have to get the kills. Not a fan of that from Gu. No team killing on his allies' fishing ships. Oh, bad demo. Bad demo. Kill getting a barracks and a market. Not too sure what he's up to just yet. Alive just going to go FC Knights. But yeah, I mean, Kamigawa doing work right now. The power of the Bulgarian Navy. Though it looks like Gu's fighting back over here. Meanwhile, Riot will actually be the first one to click up to Castle Age. He only invested into one dock. It'll just be going for Knights, but there is a little bit of a tower shenaniganry going on as Riot does attempt to tower Kamigawa. But both towers will go up. And... well... I guess the tower war is being won by Kamigawa? Oh, you bet it's being won by Kamigawa. He's committing. Vodka pretty cozy himself. Going to be going with FC Knights. And I feel like this is already looking really good for ROR. They're actually almost 300 score ahead. Oh my god. Kamigawa has 11 kills to 2 deaths right now, guys. It's all about that feudal uptime. And Kamigawa's been making it happen 1 water 1v2, which means that there's only one person with the fishing eco for Soul Crazy, and that's Kill in the south. Just 2 docks churning out fishing ships for Vodka. Can focus all the rest of his eco on wood and gold. And this is not at all looking good. Uh-oh, guys. Soul Crazy might be watching this one slip through their fingers. Castle Age is in, though, for Riot. Damn, look at this from Kamigawa. 15 kills to 3 deaths. Kill and alive are together. I literally had not thought about that. That is amusing. Looks like Alive is just booming while adding in some knights, just for some sort of nominal presence on the map. Kill doesn't really have the resources to add in a ton of extra TCs or anything like that, and I think he sold some stone? Yeah. Well, that scout's not destined for greatness, but knights coming in here from Riet, going to be harassing Kamigawa. Obviously, when you focus that much on water, you can't really have anything on land, but then when you're open on land, then that's just not great all around. Ge is also stuck in Feudal Age at this point. He's just kind of hiding in his base right now. He just seems to have been losing on water. That's not great. He doesn't have any stone access either. Vodka's gonna paint the map. He's gonna do something. And that something will involve knights. And probably adding in some extra TCs. Actually, he should use he should get another stable. Also get the upgrades. You got a good enough eco. You can do it, man. Oh man, Ge has not been having a great series. He's only played 2 games, but he kind of got wrecked in both of them. They have the Saracen's secret weapon of destruction? Yes, they do. Where is it? Kill has 10 military. Actually going to the west of the map. Yeah, exactly. No, it's just so huge for Kamigawa to have won water this decisively. Yeah, I don't disagree. Is there like a villager or something? It seems so weird that you're just going for the water without a villager? It just seems like such a waste. Anyway, looks like Monks and Siege from our purple player Nanimaran. And he's pretty close to clicking up to Imperial Age too, just needs to cool it with the Monk and Siege production for just a little bit. He's got 14 on gold, he's Byzantines, he's got the buildings. Uh-oh, guys, now Riet's getting pushed super heavily. I mean, Alive's has a pretty nice boom going on, but Ganji's is even better, because remember, Alive couldn't go on water. Whereas our Korean player Ganji can. He's on 4 TCs plus 3 docks, I think? No, just 2 docks, but still. This is just completely brutal, man. This game and game number 3 were by far the most one-sided in the series. Like, I don't even know what Soul Crazy's supposed to do here. Yeah, even getting Forging first just to maximize the villager killing potential, as Knights with Forging do kill villagers in 1 less hit, in case you did not know. Yeah, Vodka, 17 kills to 5 deaths. Seems good, man. Here are the crossbowmen finally, but I feel like they've just spent so much time wasted. Castle now here, war wagons on the way. From the hill! No, they don't, most likely. Vodka now +1/+2 on his knights, as well as bloodlines. Seems good. So many fishing ships for our yellow player. 15. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, pretty much killing Riet early seems to be the name of the game. Soul Crazy's still doing a much better job than I thought overall, but you can clearly see that ROR is the better team. And kind of like what we thought, Kill and Alive have a ton of space with which to work, but G and Riot are pretty dead. Poor Riot, he just wants a town center, man. It's all he wants in life is just a town center. Yeah. Yeah. Literally any cavalry opponent. They're really... Well, I mean, Vodka's making cavalry. But Ganji's at 116 bills. This guy's been moving like a madman. And now he's just going for war wagons? Seems good to me. Kind of unfortunate for Soul Crazy, but at least they had a much better series in this one than in the last one. Riot being part of the team definitely did help a fair amount. And he's Chinese too, so it's not like he's the greatest cavalry civ ever. And it would have been pretty heartbreaking for ROR if they would have gone out of this tournament with a 2-3 and then a 2-3. But two very close series for them. They got edged out by Pet Gun Pet, but are going to edge out Soul Crazy in turn. That means we will be getting rematches completely across the board. Because it's Naked Men versus CIS, and then Pet Gun Pet versus ROR. And both of those series were 3-2s, so I expect there to be some damn good series on Tuesday. Gonna try and get someone to cast that with me. In general, as we get to the later stages of the tournament, I'll try and get people to cast most of the rest of the games, actually. Yeah, today's matches have been great. Green is alive, but Gray is dead. Well, Green is alive, and Gray is Riot, and he's also dead. Danny boy. Ripperino. Some camels here... Nah. Yeah. It's okay, Rosno. I don't blame you. Yeah, you can see there's way too many knights here, and then Ganji's just, like, he's literally everywhere on the map with these war wagons. Like, look at the minimap. It's just, like, red just spreading out every which way. Ganji now in Imperial Age. First player up to Imp. And it's mega super turbo over right now. Nanimaran also about to be in Imperial Age. Yeah, this ain't happening. Yeah, I agree. Ganji's been doing great. Indeed, there's the GG, guys, and that will be it. Luca, easy, Ganji. I mean, I don't even know why that's a question. No, but no, really great series, Ganji, in all seriousness. And ROR in general, able to make that reverse sweep happen. Look at that, 9 kills, 0 deaths. Ganji with an infinitely good KD. It's literally an irrational number. Vodka, though, really, this game, I think, also turning it up. And then even Kamigawa, really doing an important job taking water 1v2 early on. Good stuff. I'm glad, Ganji. I'm really glad. Good stuff indeed.